What's going on? What's happening? Welcome. Happy Saturday. In hopes that you squeezed more out of your day than the day squeezed out of you. My name is Sean Azimi, and I'm somebody who was a corporate grinder for many years. And then my pancreas shut down and left me unemployable. So now I help folks like you, like myself, to start a little side business using the online space. And we use social media to grow it. If you like that idea, if you want to make a little extra money, add to what you got going on, and then let's go. Go to sidekickshawn.com and let's get in touch with each other. Let's see if this is a fit for you or not. So what's going on? It is so weird that my beard is like so white and gray on TikTok, but in other platforms it's like so much less gray. This is just so weird. I don't understand why that is. But anyway, let's go. Let's go. Okay. So I don't know if you guys are a fight fan or not. I've talked about fights before. By the way, there were so many good fights this weekend. One championship last night. There was a really good boxing match today. Wilder, not Wilder. Um, oh my goodness, who was fighting? I forgot. There were so many fights. But then there was UFC tonight, and there were so many good fights. There was two in particular that kind of shared a theme, um, for me anyway. But it was more than just like a fight, but we can definitely draw a massive life lesson from here. And it doesn't matter if you're a fight fan or not, but I promise you that you will be a fan of the message of at the end. So, one fight. By the way, if you saw any of the fights, drop a boxing glove in the comments, whether you're on YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, TikTok. If you watched any of the fights, UFC or the boxing, the boxing match earlier today, or the one championship last night, drop some boxing gloves in the comments. Did you enjoy the fights? Insane. If you watch the light heavyweight on UFC tonight, so which brings me to this point. You know, this one guy comes to the UFC through what's called the Contender Series. A bunch of fighters come in from all around the world, are invited to fight, and at the end, two people get to get a UFC contract. Okay, this guy comes through, and he is a blank talker, crap talker to the T. And I gotta admit that I really don't like his style of talking and trash talking and all that. Really don't like that style, and it really bugs. Like it annoys, right? And I thought he's kind of retarded. Like I thought he's kind of like off or something. And then I realized he's doing like three different personalities or something like that, and it just Um, so there was a lot of um, animosity almost. There was a lot of like, hey, this guy's not good enough, this guy needs to get knocked out. And Curtis Blades was fighting them. I kind of knew that this was a bad fight for Curtis. But anyway, everybody was cheering for him, and during the press conference, he was just trash talking to the just really ugly trash talk, right? And then they get into a fight, and this guy is not even ranked, and Curtis Blades is number 4 or number 5 in the world, and this guy comes in, and they have a 3 round war. I mean, if you saw the fight, drop it in the comments. Zoe, how are you? I see you on YouTube. If you saw the fights, drop boxing gloves in the comments. So these two dudes throw it down for 15 minutes straight, right? And they go at it, they go at it, they go at it. And it was an insane fight. Like, if you're a fight fan, this goes in the category of must watch fights, right? But one thing I want to share with you is at the end of the fight, this guy that was a newcomer, not ranked, coming from Contender Series, not a lot of fights. I think he had 8 fights under his belt. He was undefeated, great athlete, All American wrestler, but he took this shot at number 5 in the world. And he came in with so much hate and nobody loves him. He came in with nobody knowing who he was, to everyone be talking about him for this past week. And then when they put on the performance that they did, in fact, they got the performance of the night bonus, which is $100,000 extra. So when he puts a performance like that and he wins, then what happens is that all of a sudden you can see almost instantaneously at least half of the people who hated on him, on his speech and everything, completely do a 180. And it's insane, right? Because you're like, half hour ago you hated this guy, now you're cheering for him, and he's calling out the champ, and now within hour after that, he gets to fight in a couple months. There's going to be a White House fight. So he gets to fight at the White House. He went from being a nobody, not ranked, to beating the number 5 in the world, becoming ranked 5th, at least, or 4, to winning an extra $200,000 tonight, performance of the night and fight of the night, and getting to fight at the White House in a couple months. President Trump was at the scene tonight. He fought in front of him. So when you think about taking a shot and where it could possibly take you, ooh, think about that. About 3 months ago, about 3 months ago, Contender Series, I think 3, 4 months ago, he's a nobody. And in 4 months, in one night, everybody is talking about him. You got to see social media saying, sold, sold, this guy is this. He backed up everything he said. What if he wouldn't take that shot? What if he wouldn't just go all in with everything he's got, being so different that he was hated? What if he didn't take that shot? Of being really just, oh, at this point, I truly believe he's a marketing genius. But sometimes you stop and think, should I take that wild shot or not? Because it could really change the direction, the course of your life. Oddly enough, the main event of the UFC tonight, here he was fighting Carlos, and I mean, I'm a huge Fury fan. Love the guy. I mean, it's impossible not to love the guy. And fight starts, and he is breaking Carlos down. He is hurting his leg in a major way, where he's limping. First round, 3 4 minutes in, and then here he does something. He points at the other guy, Carlos's leg, knee, and says, "Come to the middle of the cage." Basically, he says, "I don't want to hurt your now damaged knee." For a second, you can actually see this vividly in the fight and on his face, that everything just paused for him for a second. He took his shot. He decided not to go for the kill, not to go for the finish, and have mercy on the guy. Back up and tell him to come in the middle of the fight, because I don't want to hurt your knee. By taking that shot, he gets caught with a I think it was a left. He gets caught with a left, and he gets knocked out in a fight that he had won. It was done already. One takes a shot and changes their life completely, becomes known, 200,000 winner, and becomes a fighter on the White House card. And then the other one takes a shot and loses the championship when it was already won. One decision cost him championship. One decision put him on the top of the mountain with some heavy duty dudes. You got two guys on each side that took a shot. One took a wrong shot. Or we could really say he missed his shot. Point is this: if you're given a shot, don't miss it. Because it could cost you the direction of your life. Because it could affect the rest of your life. Now, here he has to go home already on social media. He's got to live with this fact that what? He missed his shot. Where it was a 100% guaranteed one done deal. He just backed off for 1 second to have mercy on his opponent and missed his shot. I'm asking you not to miss your shot. I'm asking you to recognize the shot you're given and don't miss it. Because your life depends on it. With that, hopefully you guys get some love, some inspiration, some value. I appreciate you. Drop your thoughts, your comments, your feedback below. Let this feed grow. If you feel like this is worthy of sharing, do what you got to do. Spread the love. Tag a couple people. Let's go. Um, and yeah. So with that, if you're not connected with me, if you're not following me, I mean, I would say I'm pretty awesome. You can follow me on multiple platforms: Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, YouTube, X, LinkedIn, Threads. And I go with Sidekick Sean. I help people just like you, just like myself, to start a side business. No, we don't do it at the streets or back of the van or anything like that. We use social media, we do it online, and that's what we do. So if you've been thinking about bringing in a little bit more income because everything is insanely crazy expensive, then and you kind of want to do it online, kind of don't want to get another job, go to sidegeeksean.com and let's connect. Let's have that conversation, see if it is a fit for you or not. With that, I am signing off until tomorrow when we do it all over again. Much love.